Hello students, how are you? We are studying class 12 economics. Our today's topic is reason satisfying a downward sloping demand curve. Student, before this, we have studied the market demand curve and the slope of a market demand curve is downward, left to right downward. And now we should go to forward that the reasons satisfying a downward sloping demand curve are as follows. The first reason is the law of a diminishing marginal utility. Law of diminishing marginal utility. Student, we have seen that marginal utility goes on diminishing with an increase in the stock of a commodity and vice versa. Therefore, a consumer tends to buy more when price falls and vice versa. This implies that demand curve is a downward sloping. Okay, and our next reason is income effect. In the case of normal goods, when price falls, pricing power, it means the real income of a consumer increases, which enable him to buy more of that commodity. This is known as income effect. This is known as income effect. Hence, because of income effect, our demand curve is downward sloping left to right. And our next reason is substitution effect. Substitution effect. Now, what is the meaning of substitution effect? Okay. Then, first of all, we have to understand what is a substitution. In the case of a substitute goods, when the price of a commodity rises, the consumer tends to buy more of its substitute and less of that commodity whose price has increased. This is known as the substitution effect. The price of a commodity rises. The consumer tends to buy more of its substitute. It is substitution effect. Okay? And our next reason is multi-purpose uses. What? Multi-purpose uses. When a commodity, when a commodity can be used for satisfying several needs, its demand will rise with a pause in its price and a pause with a rise in its price. Multipurpose uses. Student, when a commodity can use for satisfying several needs like electricity, okay? Its demand will rise with a pulse in its price and false demand will be false with a rise in its price. Okay, hence the demand curve is downward sloping. And our next and last reason is the new consumer. When a price of a commodity falls, a new consumer class appear who can now afford the commodity. Thus, the total demand for commodity increases with fall in prices. When a price falls, new consumer class appears who can now afford the commodity, who can afford the commodity. Okay, thus the total demand for commodity increases with falls in prices. Okay, this is a those are the reasons to justifying a downward sloping demand curve. Okay, then because of those reasons, our demand curve is a downward sloping left to right. Student, if you like this video, then please subscribe, like, share and comment. Okay, thank you to watch this video. Thank you.